But let me give you some statistics. Now, just to make sure that there's no question about the accuracy of the statistics that I have tonight, I got these from a pro-abortion website. So, you know, I don't want somebody to say, oh yeah, you got some pro-life website that's skewing the statistics. No, I looked at a bunch of statistics and I chose to bring the one from a pro-abortion website, just the most conservative. So this is the most downplaying statistics you could possibly get. Because these are the ones trying to make it look like it's not so bad, and they're trying to promote abortion. So they're going to downplay it. The National Abortion Federation, a pro-abortion group, these are their statistics. And other pro-life groups have statistics that are even worse. So this is the mildest, most conservative statistics. Here's what they say. Each year, almost half of all pregnancies among American women are unintended. Whoops, is that where babies come from? You gotta be kidding. So anyway, half of pregnancies are unintended.
Oh, man.
And listen to this. Half of those unplanned pregnancies, 1.3 million each year, are ended by abortion. That means 50% of the time when a woman becomes pregnant in America, and whoops, I didn't plan that, 50% of the time she's going to kill that baby. That's a pretty shocking statistic, I think. Now, 1.3 million each year, you know how much that translates out to? 3,561 a day. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Over 3,500 today, tomorrow, the next day, every day. 365 days a year. Listen to this. If current rates continue, it is estimated that 35% of all women of reproductive age in America today will have had an abortion by the time they reach age 45. Did you hear that?
Wow.
So by the time a woman gets to 45 in America, according to the current trends and the current statistics, and really it's been going on legally since 1973, so they've had a long time to look at the trend and look at the stats. They're saying that over one-third of women, stop and think about that. In America today, 1/3, 1 out of 3 women will have an abortion, will kill their own child. I mean, stop and think about it. Get this garbage, pro-choice. Don't even use that word in my presence. They will murder their own child. Listen to me now. You wonder why America's messed up. You wonder why our government's messed up. You wonder why the country's messed up. You wonder why our churches are messed up. I'm surprised it's not more messed up than it is. When 1 out of 3 women in America, even according to a pro-abortion website, and you'll get other stats that'll say it's even a little more than that, 1/3, 1 out of 3 women are going to murder their own child by the time they're 45. What kind of a world do we live in? What kind of a cesspool of filth and iniquity has our country become? And you say, God bless America? This is disgusting. This is abomination. Women murdering their own children. The Bible said in the last days that women will be without natural affection. We're here.
That's right. Yep.
We're here. Say, well, it's not born yet. You know, a normal woman even loves her child even while it's in the womb. Haven't you seen women, they talk to their stomach, and they pat their stomach, and they feel it kicking, and there's a bond that develops even before it's born. Now, let me break down some of these statistics to you, because these statistics are meant to downplay abortion. From a pro-abortion website. Listen to this. Most abortions, 88%, are obtained in the first trimester of pregnancy. Now that supposedly doesn't make it as bad if it's done in the first 3 months. Now listen, 3 months into it, the child is very developed. I mean, you can go on websites, look at photos and videos of a child that's 3 months into it. But here's what's so ridiculous about this. So they say, well, 88% is in the first 3 months. You know what I look at that? I just look at that as 12% are past 3 months.
Yeah.
Now, you got a calculator? Does that calculator work? Fire that thing up. Okay. Listen to this. It doesn't sound like a lot. And then it says, well, fewer than 2% occur at 21 weeks or later. That's more than halfway through the pregnancy. I mean, that's very late term. Well, it's fewer than 2%. Okay, but wait a minute, you forgot. There's 3,561 a day. Okay, so give me 3,561 times 0.02. So there's 70 every day. that are more than halfway through their pregnancy being aborted. Okay, give me 1.3, okay, 1.3 times 0.02. 0.026 million a year. Okay, so what's 0.026 million? That's what, 26,000 and some odd every year that are killed. Listen, 26,000 that are killed more than halfway through the pregnancy. When it's a very developed baby. Very much developed. I mean, how could anyone dispute it's alive? Even that alone. Forget the 98% that are in the first half. That's 26,000 in the second half. Every year. And then, 9/11 happens. And it's what, about 3,000? That's a big deal. People really care about that. Man, when the anniversary of 9/11 rolls around, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't mourn the loss of 3,000 human beings. That is a big loss of life. But man, they'll put the banner up, and every church will have a big thing, and a big memorial service, and they say, never forget, lest we forget. We will not forget. Well, have you forgotten what happened yesterday?
Yeah, that's right.
3,500? Have you forgotten the one that's about to happen tomorrow? We're never going to let that happen again. In fact, we're going to grope and molest you at the airport and take away your freedoms and wiretap you, and we're going to go to war in Iraq, and we're going to go to war in Afghanistan, because we never want to lose another 3,000 people, as 3,000 are being killed every day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Legalized murder. And so, when you break down the statistics that way, you see there's a lot of cold-blooded murder taking place, even if you just take the late-term abortion. But I say that the early-term abortion is just as wicked.
Amen.
Because God doesn't differentiate whether you kill it when it's this old or kill it when it's that old. But just the most brazen, disgusting type of abortions are taking place thousands and thousands a year, even with these kind of statistics. And the statistics go on and on. 13% of those who have an abortion describe themselves as a born-again or evangelical Christian. Did you hear that? 13%. 27% say they're a Catholic. So 27% say they're Catholic when they're getting an abortion. 13% say they're an evangelical or born-again Christian. So 40%, just those two denominational type of groups there, 40% are claiming the name of Christ. Are you listening to me? 40% as they get an abortion are claiming to believe in Jesus Christ. Is this unbelievable? They must not have gone to a church that preached like this. And everybody says that the Catholic Church is so hardcore against abortion. Well, then why are their members getting so many abortions? When only 22% of American women are Catholic, 27% of those getting an abortion are Catholic. So an inordinate number of Catholics are getting the abortions. Boy, they're really teaching their people, aren't they? They're really preaching to them hard. I bet this sermon's going on at Catholic churches all over America. This exact sermon tonight. Funny, I doubt that. But there are a lot more statistics here listed. I'm going to get back to a little bit of this. But that gives you a little bit of an idea of the abortions and how many, that 1 out of 3 women are guilty of this in America. And you wonder why we live in a messed up country? Well, that should tell you why.